Good morning or good afternoon, and thank you for taking a few minutes today to learn about Dell EMC's CloudIQ software. This is a cloud-based application that allows our customers like you to more effectively, efficiently, and most importantly, proactively manage storage systems inside their data centers. So what you see here in the overview screen, which by the way is available through an HTML5 browser or on a mobile application for your smartphone, you see a quick overview of the systems that are under management. We assign each one of them a health score, which we'll provide more detail on in a coming screen. And we point out things like anomalies in performance and potential opportunities where you could be running out of space. We'll also highlight where you have systems that are actually on your network but aren't running under CloudIQ management today. We'll give you a quick view of some of the alerts that are on your systems, as well as one click to be able to log a ticket to engage a support expert to be able to help you resolve those issues. We also give you an overall utilization of what the storage is across your entire enterprise and how it's used for file systems, VMware, and snapshot and data protection technologies. If you go into the Systems tab here, now you'll see a little bit more detail about the 6 systems that are under management. It's very important to note that we can manage Unity, Compellent, PowerMax, VMax, as well as our XtremIO storage platforms. And what you see here is you'll see a detailed health score for each one of the systems. And that health score is a function of component or hardware issues, configuration issues, capacity, performance, and data protection. Let's take a detailed look at one of these systems to see what kind of information is available to you. So I'll click on the disaster recovery system, and you see that it received a health score of 90. And what you'll see is it's a function of capacity and configuration issues. So if I click on configuration, what you'll see here is I have servers that are only connected to one front-end controller. And by clicking on a particular issue, you can see a very targeted set of steps that you can take to be able to help resolve this issue and improve the health score of that current system. Now, what about capacity and planning for that? If I click on capacity of this system, you start out with an overall view. How much capacity is used, how much is free, and how much is just unconfigured inside the system. You also see the efficiency. So how much of a benefit are you getting from thin provisioning, from using snapshot technology, or using data reduction technologies like dedupe and compression. Again, similar breakdown of file systems, VMware's data protection strategy. But where it really gets interesting, if you look down at the bottom here, I've got 3 pools of storage that have been created and made available to applications. You can see the capacity available in each one of these, and you can also see time to full. And that time to full is based on historical analytics of growth rates associated with those particular volumes. So I can see here I've got a pool that's 85% used, and it's targeted to be full within a month. So it gives you proactive capabilities as a customer to go out and figure out, can I move data off that particular volume, or do I truly need to plan and expand the capacity there before my end users experience a challenge? Where it really gets interesting is when you start to look at performance. So right off the gate, you can see basic information like what is the latency of particular volumes, what is the workload associated with those. But you can also come in and you can take a look at anomalies. So what you'll see here in these charts is that gray represents the historic seasonality, and blue represents the actual real-time IOPS over the past 24 hours. And what you'll see here is that there's actually an anomaly that's associated with a spike in performance. You can see the volumes that are associated with that, and you as a customer have the capability to recognize, to realize, was that truly an anomaly, or is that a new normal that I have to design for? And if it happens to be a new normal that you have to design for, you can start to scroll through and see what it does for back-end IOs to make sure you have the right disk configuration. You can see if it injected any latency in the system. But most importantly, you can actually see what it does to your front-end controllers. While you can see it puts a significant spike there, it only drives the control utilization at 30%, well within the best practices of what you would have to manage for. If it happened to be higher, you'd have to make the decision, do I have to redistribute that workload somewhere else, or could I proactively plan to add additional compute capacity to my front-end controllers to prevent a problem in the future? Now lastly, if I take you to the Health Center, you can see a view of all the issues across the enterprise. We'll break them down by each product line. So in this environment, we have both Unity and SC. And what a lot of my customers like is that I actually have a tab called Reclaimable Storage. And this gives you the opportunity to understand where you could potentially get past capacity back. So it finds block and file objects that don't have I/O activity, Oftentimes, they'll even point out block objects that don't even have a host attached, and it gives you the associated capacity that you could free up and give back to the system. On top of this, you have the capability as a customer to create a trusted advisor role. That would give you the capability to allow a Dell EMC sales team or engineer to have access to the same information so that they too could help you proactively manage the environment. So there you have it, cloud-based analytics providing simplicity in how you manage and identify problems and most importantly, drive resolutions across your enterprise. Thank you very much and have a great day.